What's up, y'all? Wake it up. We here another day, y'all, on the show. We'll wake it up, man. I want to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody week is going great. Mine is going great. I'm blessed. We here another day, and I just want to say thank you to the man up high for that. So, y'all, we got a good show ahead. Got a lot of good topics ahead. Also got a special guest coming on. My good man that I used to beat in chess all the time. Real good dude. Shout out to my man Gator, man, good man. He gonna come on here and get to tell his side. So I'm excited to have a good man on here. He gonna be able to tell his story with as far as coming home and all those good things and what that looks like for us being returned to citizens. And other news, let's get straight to it. So our first story, did we got an overlay for that, Luz? For the first, okay, video. Our first story, y'all, is going to be about the California crash. So as you guys know, it's alleged that a girl was in domestic dispute with her significant other, was going through some emotional challenges, decided to get wasted at her friend's house and pull off. And I'm gonna just play the clip for you guys to kind of see what happened. Go ahead, Luz, play that clip.
A driver ran a red light, and the result was a horrific, deadly crash. Jim Murray reports that officials now suspect that it may have been caused by a fight the driver had with her boyfriend. We should warn you that some viewers will find this video disturbing.
It's a fiery crash at a busy LA intersection that claims 6 innocent lives in a matter of seconds. Cops say the woman behind the wheel of this Mercedes ran a red light and plowed into several other cars. A fireball erupted in front of stunned onlookers at a gas station.
Oh.
We're learning that the 40-year-old driver who caused the deadly crash survived, and she turns out to be a nurse. Now get this, she reportedly had just argued with her boyfriend and had been drinking before she sped through this intersection. Among the dead, Ashery Ryan, who is pregnant, her unborn child, and 1-year-old baby boy. Today, this woman is lighting candles to remember the victims.
What brought you out here today, ma'am?
It is a broken heart.
A local pastor led mourners in prayer and song.
The driver of the Mercedes in the LA crash has been charged with vehicular manslaughter and gross negligence.
Man. How crazy is that, man? Rest in peace to all those, man, that died in that crash, especially that innocent baby, man. It's sickening. But obviously, I got to report on this stuff, man. And it's just sad that I'm going to tell y'all this, man. When y'all going through some domestic stuff, man, or y'all going through something in y'all life, just relax, man. Take a chill pill and relax. And hold your man and your friend accountable, man. If your man in the house getting busted and going through something, take his keys, man. Because it's stuff like this that happen, man, that's just sickening, man. And you end up with innocent bystanders that die, man. I got another sickening case, right? So for all y'all don't know, in prison, you got 2 type of people. Well, you got 3 type of people. You got stand-up men, you got people that's hot, and then you got chomos, okay? Chomos is a term we use inside, and it stands for child molester. And it is a hatred for child molesters, okay? I won't say what side I'm on, because obviously I'm in position, and things that I say would definitely get misconstrued. But what I will say is that there is a hatred for those that touch our little children, because our children are everything to us and they're our future. This story that I'm about to talk about is grievous. It's terrible. You got a couple. I want to say it was 2 males. You'll see it was 2 males that adopted children and and made the children do child pornography. So it's just crazy, man. So y'all know the system is wild. A lot of people that's in the system that grew up in the system that is taken away in child adopted and taken away in child protective services. There's stuff like this that be happening to them, man. My heart goes out to the victims that have been molested and proud upon, growing up. But this is another egregious story, and I hope they throw the book at these peoples, man. I really do.
Now behind bars, accused of an unthinkable crime. Police say they sexually abused their 2 adopted children and videotaped it. The county, the GBI, and DFACS now all investigating that couple as they try to find those children a new home. Channel 2's Veronica Griffin live at the Walton County Sheriff's Office. Veronica, those 2 men are being held in different places.
That's right. One of the fathers is being held here at the Walton County Jail. The other father at nearby Barrow County. Investigators tell us they're keeping them apart while they continue to sort things out. Do not enter, property of the Walton County Sheriff's Department. This sign is now posted on the front door of this home on St. Regis Way in Walton County. It's where detectives say this couple, William and Zachary Zulak, sexually abused their 2 adoptive sibling children and videotaped it.
We didn't really like it, but as far as we read, it was isolated, so wasn't really something that we're concerned about, but still not good.
Neighbor Austin Potts tells me he learned about the arrest on Facebook.
We have a community watch on the road here, and they had posted about it and read the details and found out about what happened.
According to jail records, the couple were booked and charged with aggravated child molestation and sexual exploitation of children. The siblings were removed from the home by defects.
It's very unusual for this area. It's usually a very
Yeah, I done heard enough, man. I done lost some of the crowd listening to that sickening ass stuff, man. They need to throw the book at them peoples, man. Anybody that take advantage of our children, man, and our future, man, they need to throw the book at it, man. It's as simple as that, man. You got these dudes living in the mini mansion, sitting up here taking advantage of these kids like that, man. It's crazy, man. Sit up there and adopted these children, already living a different kind of life. I really want to say what they are, wild. You know, if you're from the city, you know what I was going to say after that, but very wild individuals. I'll put it like that, man. But shout out to the kids, man. Who knows? Well, we know what the lasting effects is going to be on their lives, man. And I just really wish that there was better. I wish there were more restrictions put in place or vetting processes put in place when it comes to allowing kids to be placed in the care of certain people, man. It's crazy. And you know, it's a system that has happened. It's something that has happened to our youth for so long. And at some point, I'm really, really just hoping that that someone would come in and intervene, but prayers up to them, man. Let's talk about these young guys, man. So as you guys know, I'm in position where I mediate beefs and conflicts in my targeted area, which is Martin Luther King Avenue and Congress Park. I am seeing chaos. I'm seeing confusion. I'm seeing rage within our youth, and it seems to be happening nationwide. This next story that we're going to get into is saddening. I'm basically going to wake it up and talk about a 23-year-old male that shot a McDonald's employee over giving his mom some cold French fries. I mean, I can't make this shit up. I mean, so this is the thing too. I can't really say it like that. A lot of times we just get the story right, the actual facts. We don't know what was actually said. It usually certain things like this, they tell us, oh, he shot somebody over some French fries. But usually it's a heated exchange that leads to things like this, right? So you have somebody that come in, they fries cold, man, give me some more fries. No, I ain't giving you no more fries. Blah, 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 you this, you that, and it goes back and forth. I mean, in my head, I would hope it went that way. Not to say that I would want it to happen, but, you know, just at the end of the day, you shot somebody in the neck over some cold French fries, man. It was at first the story was alleged that it was over them trying to give cold fries to his mom. However, there's new reports today that says that his girlfriend has also been charged as an accessory to attempted murder due to the fact that she passed him the gun. So prayers up to them. This whole thing is chaotic. It's a whole lot of nothing. And I really hope, you know, I really hope that, you know, that justice can be served, you know what I'm saying, for the victim. In other news, the shooter was also charged for a murder or a body that he beat in 2020. So, you know, this violence is getting out of control, man. The older I get, man, at first, when I was young and into that mess, it seemed more of a normalcy. Now that I'm older with children, it's a huge concern of mine. So I just hope, man, that we can do something as a whole to just alleviate all of this, man, because it's getting out of hand. Another thing that's getting out of hand is these damn monkeypox. Monkeypox is going crazy. So if you guys know, I reported on monkeypox, I want to say 5 weeks ago. And I told you guys that monkeypox was getting out of control. There's stories popping up all over about monkeypox. You have people all over the world posting their videos and just talking about how monkeypox is just, I mean, it's crazy. You know, we all grew up with chickenpox, but now this is monkeypox. Where it came from, who knows? But it's real and it's happening. So you guys, man, when you out and about, wash your hands. They saying that this disease or this virus isn't fatal. However, we don't understand the severity of what the lasting effects are. And you know, at this point, the same way how COVID hit us, this is just hitting us in the head, just out the blue. Do everything that you can to just protect yourself, man. You got to do everything that you can to protect yourself, man. We're gonna go into a commercial break, y'all, and we're gonna come back and get into this whole crazy. This might be the story of the day. You have a crazy doctor over in Brazil that's sitting there sticking his dick in his patient's mouth while he's performing procedures. I cannot make this shit up. Let's wake this shit up, man. We'll see you after this commercial break.
Rags getting bigger, cash getting larger. He thought he was loved, ass getting bigger, rags getting bigger, cash getting larger.
Man, wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. We back. Y'all see the commercial right there. So as y'all know, Wake It Up is basically my umbrella. I do Wake It Up Fitness, Wake It Up Catering, and also Wake It Up Podcast. So as you've seen right there, I got a 6-week challenge coming up. It starts tomorrow. So of course, y'all gonna see me look like a crackhead a little bit because I do it along with the people that I'm training. And I've been eating everything. I probably didn't put on 15 pounds. Coming home, I just be eating everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't ate it in so long. So tomorrow, everything going out the house is back to water, is back to fasting, is back to all those different things, man. So as you see in the commercial right there, Wake It Up Fitness, man, we're gonna go hard. I got about 20 women right now, and I'm getting them snatchy achi. But yeah, Slim, look, man, I'm not about to sugarcoat this. We're not about to talk about this in a professional way. This man was sticking his dick in the mouth of all his patients while he was performing surgery on his clients. Okay. I don't know his age, but all I know is that this is a wild dude. So how they caught the dude was doing so before he had been getting complaints of women hallucinating and feeling like he did something to him. He also been getting complaints by other people in the hospital that he was administering too much anesthesia. So people couldn't even hold their babies after the C-sections. I mean, every time he performed a procedure on somebody, they were so drugged to the point where they couldn't even make it back. And they kept understanding why that was an issue. Also, other nurses were complaining and saying that they feel he was being inappropriate or they seen this and that, and he would be very aggressive. But this, I can't make this up. Dudes are too horny, man. You got to calm it down. You're too horny. You're tripping, man. You can't get that horny. What is you doing? Listen, it's not funny. It's just, I can't fathom how people think, man. A sickening. The story just before this, where I talked about two wealthy white men adopting a child and then using that child for child pornography. People's heads are sick. I mean, real life sick. They tripping. But let's run a what we got, an overlay or let's run the video because y'all think it's a game.
Figata.
I had to let that play a couple times, man. Do y'all see how sick this dude is? I mean, the man real live, while his other doctors are performing the surgery. See, I hate to say this. Excuse me, y'all. In prison, we call it a curtain. So when you in a cell with somebody and you got to use the bathroom or something, you put the curtain up to get you a little privacy, right? This man real life got the curtain up while he doing the surgery and pull his whole dick out to put it in someone's. Like, it's crazy. Like, this is crazy. They say he's been arrested. He's been charged on several different sexual assault and battery charges. And they saying that he's not having a good time in prison. So you already know how they go over there. The victims, the husbands, and everybody were notified after he was put in prison, but they said they already going off on Shawty, like they already whooping them and doing all the necessary things that, again, I'm gonna watch the things I say because I'm in position. I'm not going to say that should happen, but has happened. Okay. In other news, y'all know the world is still getting crazy, y'all. We waking it up today. Shout out to all the women out there that's just getting pregnant. All the women that love this y'all time right here. In new reports, they are now saying that you can claim your unborn child on your taxes. So it's lit. Go ahead and trap you a couple of guys. Go ahead and get your tax money. And then once you claim them and your man's still there, hello, it's not yours. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up. Georgia, you can now claim your unborn baby on your taxes. Do you know what this is going to do for women? Everybody getting pregnant. Because now, and you know what? This how the fraud happened. You know, you got women that are habitual. They get pregnant on a habitual level. So this is what they're going to do. They're going to hurry up and get pregnant in January, claim their taxes. As soon as they get the money, they're going to get the abortion. Hey, Slim, I'm telling you, man, I know how people going to go. So go ahead and get ready. The feds is about to fill the feds back up because girls going to be doing this all over the world now. They getting pregnant around Christmas. They're going to file their taxes. They're going to get that money and then going to the clinic. So, you know, if you got them abortion pills, man, you got them Jones on sale, man, you about to get rich. Stop selling perks and sell abortion pills, Slim. They coming. You're going to get rich. This is the game. You're going to get rich. You're going to get rich, man. Look, man, we're going to go to our last story, man. This right here, I'm going to get more serious about because what I'm about to talk about, we're about to talk about Breonna Taylor, okay? Breonna Taylor, this story happened a couple of years ago, actually a little longer than that. But this was a young woman, Black woman, that was fatally shot in her home. What state was this, Lucy? I forget the state. But she was shot, huh? Louisville, exactly, in Kentucky. This was in Louisville. Her boyfriend were in the house, and they did a no-knock warrant, knocked her door down, and killed her in her own home while she was asleep. Well, they have been fighting for justice for Breonna Taylor for years without fail. Finally, those officers have been indicted, and they have been indicted on the grounds of tampering with evidence and lying. And basically, they lied about the no-knock warrant. They lied about why they came in to search the apartment. They lied about the fiance getting drugs and different things sent to the house. And as a result, had they not lied, Breonna Taylor would still be alive, all right? We don't know the specifics on when the trial is. We don't know the specifics on if Breonna Taylor's family has been awarded all their money. But what we do know is that a form of justice is going to be served. And I hate saying that because there is no justice for someone who has died. There is no justice for someone who has died. But at some point, I'm just hoping that the family can be compensated in a way that helps them. because this right here is sickening. I still hate this story, and I'm happy that they have brought it to light, because so many people go on. So many people are killed by police. Police brutality is real. There are so many of us, and I'm just gonna be frank. There's so many of us that are killed on a regular basis because it's not taped, or it is taped, or there is evidence, or there isn't evidence. But what is most consistent across the board with officers is that they lie. Police officers lie about everything, and they get away with murder on a regular basis. And as a result, we continue to be in this place. So rest in peace to you, baby girl. And I'm just real happy that justice is finally on its way to being served for you. Okay. Let's play the clip, please. Let's play the clip before I bring my boy on. But let's play the clip.
This department hitting 4 current and former Louisville Metro police officers with federal charges connected to Breonna Taylor's death. Attorney General Merrick Garland detailed these charges earlier. Take a listen.
The federal charges announced today allege that members of the Place-Based Investigations Unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Ms. Taylor's home, that this act violated federal civil rights laws, and that those violations resulted in Ms. Taylor's death.
Well, here to break it down for us and help us is NBC News Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Delaney. And Ken, talk to us about the other major takeaways from the Attorney General's announcement right now. And what do you make of this timing?
Good morning, Vicki. This is an incredibly consequential set of charges in a case that really roiled the nation. Recall that Breonna Taylor was shot by police back in 2020 after they essentially raided the wrong house based on wrong information in a warrant. Well, now what the Justice Department has come along and said is that at least 3 police officers, and a 4th was charged with other things, but 3 conspired to lie on that warrant and then mislead state, local, and federal investigators who were trying to get to the bottom of it. And the detective who wrote the warrant, who's already been fired by Louisville police, his name is Joshua James, and the charges say that he wrote in this March 2020 warrant application that he had verified with a U.S. postal inspector that Taylor's ex-boyfriend, a man police suspected of dealing drugs, received packages at her address. In fact, he had never personally verified that information. He instead relied on another officer's word that proved to be false. And what Attorney General Merrick Garland said was that
See, I'm gonna just cut it right there. As I told you guys, lies on a regular basis. Obviously, that you heard at the end of the clip before I cut it off was that it was alleged, right? It was alleged at first that her boyfriend, which was a black man, was dealing various amounts of marijuana and drugs, illegal drugs, however you want to put it. That is the notion on a regular basis for us as black men. Before they show any empathy or before we're ever called the victim, they show our mugshot. That has been a narrative, that has been a norm. And at some point, we have to continue to fight for equality of just being human, let alone having rights. We have to fight to be human first. I'm gonna end it there, y'all, because now I'm about to have some fun with my good man. All right, y'all. I'm about to introduce my boy to the show, man. It's my man Gator here, man. A real good guy. I'll let him tell his story, but I met this guy, man, with us just doing time. And you know, he really showed to be a man of principle and morals and integrity. And we bonded over missing out kids, wanting to be better fathers. Every day I talked to this guy, he talked about his son and the things that he wanted to do with his son when he came home and how he wanted to change. And, you know, he's changed. So without further ado, man, I'm going to bring the guy that I beat in chess every day, my man Gator. Come on, Gator, bring him on.
Hey,
Gator!
man, what's up with you, man?
What's up, man? How you feeling, good man?
I'm good, man. You got to stop lying to the good people about the chess. You know, I had you having nightmares in your cell about them nights I done done on that board, man.
Hey, I told you, man, once they shipped me away, man, my game got shot, man. My game got shocked, man.
Hey man, you ain't that far from me now. I keep the chessboard in the trunk, man.
Well, look, Dan, let's start off, Gator, man. First off, man, I appreciate you coming on, good man. It means a lot to me. It was funny because we talked earlier this week, and you reached out to me, and I didn't even know it was you because I had your name saved under a different name, but I was out looking for jobs, and I was just asking for jobs, and obviously the good man, you just hit me out the blue and was like, I got X, Y, and Z. So a big thank you first of all for that. But let's start from the beginning, man. Tell the people who you are. Tell them a little bit about your story, man.
All right, well, I'm instead of going by aliases, I'm gonna, give y'all my government. My name, Travell Shelton. I was convicted, 5 years for possession of a firearm. Of course, I'm a felon, so I wasn't supposed to be around any, firearms, anything like that. But feds picked my case up, and they gave me 5 years just, for a firearm. Wasn't caught in the act of anything or nothing like that. So, I mean, you could kind of see how our system, they kind of, I believe that they overcharge sometimes during certain cases.
No question. No question.
Go
I
ahead.
got 10 years for my first felony.
Say that again.
I got 10 years for my first felony. Whether you know them or not, this 10 years that I'm currently still serving right now
Right.
was for a nonviolent crime, first felony. But keep going.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, this not my first felony, but this my first federal case. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my cases, I've been, doing a lot of state time. But I guess they got tired of seeing my name going across their dockets.
No question.
So they like, man, look, we gotta send him somewhere to try to make an example out of him to see if he gonna try to make a change or whatnot. But I mean, I've been to some real terrible places, man, going through this whole federal process, especially from through web holdovers, all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, once I actually settled down and was able to sit down and get my time out the way, I mean, I ran across some good men. Learned a lot. Although the thing is, they don't really have any programs or nothing in the federal system for us to better ourselves while we in there. So if you don't really utilize that time how you supposed to, 9 times out of 10, most individuals gonna come home and get right back to doing the same things that they was doing before they even went in. Exactly. So I mean, I kept myself busy trying to, at least mainly keep my mind busy, whatnot. Basically just working on myself, a lot of self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't catch no charge beating up on you on that chessboard. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't on that basketball court, so you already knew.
Stop it, man. Yeah, stop.
But man, yeah, this time around, like in the past when I was, in and out, when I was used to come home in the past, I didn't really have no plans for real. You know what I'm saying? I will always tell myself, yeah, I'm gonna go out and do this, that, and the third, but I didn't have like no plan to actually execute any of that stuff. So once one thing fall out for me, I find myself resorting back to the same old things. But this time I actually came out with a plan on what I wanted to do. And I came home this time, I did that, I want to say I started working when I came home. I've been home 15 months now.
Okay.
I started working about a month after me being out, and I mean, I stuck with the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, got my parole officer on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of keep him out my head, I just, stuck with the job. You know what I'm saying? Then, I also had my son I had to take care of. So of course, me being a man, I gotta have some type of income coming in. So I mean, that's what I did. I work right now. I'm still with the same company, although I got offered another job with the company that I work for. They contracted through the county, which is Maryland Environmental Services.
Okay.
I just got offered a job with them. I started with them on the 17th. So it's a big career move for me, because this is something that I can retire from potentially.
Absolutely.
But what I'm doing right now, I work for right now. I'm with a company called CMT.
Okay.
I'm one of the supervisors up there right now. So like I was telling you before, when I seen your Instagram post as far as like trying to help the youth find jobs, right now, and I'm in position to where as though I can do that. I'm in the loop with a lot of the people in our human resources department. So whoever is looking for jobs, I mean, you can, Rado have all my contact information. Feel free to get in contact with him, and he'll, send everything over to me. But yeah, I mean, damn.
Well, no, I mean, well, that's good. I appreciate your story. So, what I will say, I like to hop in and just say, I hear all the wonderful things that you said, and I appreciate you for being vulnerable. But one of the biggest things when we had our conversations, I don't remember a conversation while we were locked up in which you didn't talk about your son or your mom. They seem to be your biggest inspiration in your life. So,
Oh yeah, of course.
my question to you is, because you said that prior in your previous convictions that you went in and went out of jail and came home without a plan. Was your mom and son your motivation as far as with you straightening your life this time around?
I mean, yeah, this time around, yeah, mainly because, my mother, she's my biggest supporter. You know what I'm saying? And this time around, like, she's getting up in age, and the main thing that really struck me was her battle with cancer. You know what I'm saying? So she was going through that, going through, the chemo and the surgeries and all that towards the end of my bid. I want to say I had like a year left, on my sentence. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, honestly, like it's just, I don't know, like it was just a lot of things going through my mind at that time. You know what I'm saying? Especially with her going through the surgeries and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't, like, God forbid, well, it didn't, but that's what I just kept telling myself then, that the last time that I would have seen her was at court. You know what I'm saying? When I was first dealing with all this, and for me to make it through this whole 5-year sentence and just getting ready to come home, and she going through all the health issues. So, I mean, that was my main thing right there, just to try to stay focused and stay out, as long as I can, not just for her, but, for my son as well, and then not only that, I just had a little baby girl. She's 3 weeks now. So,
oh, congratulations, man.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You used to always talking about that you had the joints in there and all this and that. You really did have you a couple of little chicks, huh? All right, Shawty. Home slinging, huh? That's dope, man. So look, I want to change the trajectory a little bit. So, with my job, I work with Cure the Streets, right? And I'm in charge of like mediating beefs, you know what I'm saying? Squashing beefs in the hood. For us growing up, and you can understand because me and you is the same age. For us growing up in Washington, D.C., in order to be respected, we had to be aggressive. You couldn't walk around with the label of being a bitch ass nigga. You couldn't walk around with the label of being a punk, right? So we equated respect with being thorough. We equated respect with being aggressive. We equated respect with lashing out, right? I'm seeing that across the board in my youth. And we have a lot of people, a lot of youngsters that look up to us, a lot of youngsters that see us as fed niggas, so to speak, and think that they feel as though that's a trophy. They feel as though that is something that should be glorified. And they don't understand that the whole time we were in prison, all we was thinking about was our families and how we could come back home and be security, or be that security blanket, that man in our family, that to fill that void. What kind of advice can you get a youth that's watching you, that see you as Gator the shooter, or seeing you as Gator the thorough, individual in the community? What can you say to them that's watching you, that think, being a fed nigga is glorified?
I mean, well, one thing about that, that shit is fiction, man. Like, everybody that think that it's cool to be like, oh, I done did this amount of years, or I done been in and out this many times, and that's not where it's at, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those dudes that you might be cool with out here on these streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll really notice who's gonna be there for you, who's not gonna be there for you once you behind them walls, man.
Oh man, it weed out the fake, man. It weed
Yeah,
out.
like the love might be there for like the first month or so, you know what I'm saying? But as time go on, everybody gonna start to fizzle away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're that circle of those good men, or those ones that you think that's loyal to you or whatever, and they not gonna really be there. Like, I used to tell a lot of people that I used to run with a lot in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make a way for myself behind these walls, but you know what I'm saying? Like, check on my mother, see if my mother's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, see if my son need anything or things like that. And out of everybody that I've known, that I used to run with, that I did dirt with, didn't do dirt with, or however you want to look at it, only one went over there to check on my mother and my son, and he did that the whole time. Shit, he's still doing that to this day, and I'm home now. You know what I'm saying? So that right there goes to show, like that right there goes to show, like, people only love you and only want you for what you can do for them at that present moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can't use you, or gain anything from me right then and there, then it's like, what's the purpose? So my advice to all them is to, look, she ready for the camera.
She ready.
Ready. She already knows.
So it's crazy because how you talking about, I'm not gonna talk so loud to scare her, but how you said you're gonna see who you in the corner. I got two best friends. This is my goddaughter right here. My man here with me now, but out of all my friendships and relationships, him and my other men are the only ones that kind of stepped up and showed a real love. In prison, it really weeds out the people in your life as to who's really going to be there and who's not. And as much as it's a hindrance, it's the biggest blessing ever. Because when you are back home and you get to live the rest of your life, you have clarity on what's most important. You really have clarity on what's most important. And the kids are our future. We keep talking about the youth and how crazy things are right now, and all the violence in our system and in our city. And it starts with us. I want to say thank you, first of all. Can you tell the people the information that you told me as far as for the jobs? You said it's Richie Rich Road, and you said off 15 hours an hour.
Yeah, the job location is 1000 Richie Road. But you can call me first, and I will send all your information over to Human Resources. The only thing that you will need to do is make sure that you have like a up to date ID. Bring your social and your birth certificate up there. and have an email address handy, because they doing everything by email. So what will happen is once I send them all your contact information, they will email you when to come. They will email you when to come for a scheduled orientation. Once you come through for your orientation and you walk through for the job, as soon as you fill out all the the proper documents and everything, you'll be able to start as soon as you send everything in.
It's okay. It's my show. She can do what she wants. Go ahead.
So yeah, so you still have my contact information, right?
Absolutely. Give it to me.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can call or text me, either one, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Make sure, like I said, make sure you have your email address and everything on deck, and and I send everything through. Like we gotta try to show and teach the youth a little different than from what we had when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
It's nothing more important than that, man. And I just, for the last part of the show, what I want to ask you is this. So a part of this show is having people understand how to support incarcerated loved ones. What kind of advice can you give families out there that's watching? How can they assist their families, their loved ones? What kind of advice would you give someone that has a husband, a boyfriend, an uncle, or brother that's incarcerated? What kind of advice could you give them on how to support their loved one that's incarcerated?
I mean, I could say just be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because being back there is stressful. Like, yeah, we know that y'all dealing with a lot on the outside. The only thing that I can say is just to be there for him and kind of take his mind beyond those walls sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes those little 10-15 minute phone calls will do all justice in the world. You know what I'm saying? While we on that phone with y'all, write them, send them pictures, let them know what's going on out there in the world. Now they got
and also text app. Tell them about the text app, the text service.
Yeah, they got the little emails and everything set up and everything. So just I would say just be there. I don't know how the restrictions are as far as visitations right now. You know what I'm saying? But if possible, like, try to visit as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because in most institutions you have a lot of little COs who abuse their authority. So it's a lot of stuff that we dealing with behind those walls. If it's not a CO, it's some wild goofy nigga that's back that junk that's swear he fucking Tony Montana. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of shit that we gotta deal with back there behind them walls. You know what I'm saying? So just to know how everything is all right out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to know how y'all doing. Like, because when you locked up, man, you get to appreciate. You start to appreciate a lot of the smallest things that we usually take advantage of.
Who you talking?
When we was out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you send them a letter and you put your favorite fragrance on that piece of paper, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust and believe, he gonna smell that joint every night before he lay down. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it'd be like the little small things like that count, man.
Well, this what I'm gonna say to you, good man. I definitely appreciate you.
No. Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I really appreciate you, good man, coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me on, man.
No question, man. I appreciate our friendship, man, and we're gonna continue to do good things together, man. Continue to stay connected, and whatever it is that we can do to help each other, man, on the outside, man, we're gonna do that. All right.
All right, no question,
man. Y'all. I appreciate you coming on, good man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Keep up what you doing.
Let the people know how they can get in touch with you, please.
Well, you can reach me on my Facebook. Facebook is Pac-Man Slim Shelton, or you can hit me up on IG. My cell phone number is 240. I'm trying to think of the work phone number. It's 240-484-1670.
You did good, so don't even ask me what my number is.
Yeah, I mean, so you can call or text, whichever one you feel comfortable with. I mean, if you're looking for work, let me know. This job Monday through Friday is guaranteed 8 hours a day. So I mean, anybody that's that's wanting to work, trying to get on your feet, at least start somewhere. That's a stepping stone, man. Like one thing, nothing beat a failure but to try, man. So
exactly, them good words right there, man. Well, look, man, I appreciate having you on, good man. You be safe out there, man. And next time, bro, I'll get with you. All right.
All right, man. I'm gonna see you, man. I'm gonna bring that bull with me next time. I'm gonna pull up on you.
All right,
keep that thing in the trunk, man.
All right, brother. I'll see you next time.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, Miss Journey. I want to introduce everybody. My wonderful goddaughter, Miss Journey. We waking it up today, guys. This is our future, man. Say hi, Pooh. Say hi. You was already interrupting the show. Say hi. Say hi, pretty. All right, y'all. This Rado, man. We'll wake it up, man. Peace. We out.